right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ashland High School's William Kunis Field, more fondly known as the Plateau. I'm Rob Silver on WACA-TV, and welcome to the Marathon Deli pregame appetizer show. Tonight it's the opening round Division IV playoff matchup between the 6-2 Northampton Blue Devils against your 8-seeded, undefeated 8-0 Ashland Clockers. Let's take a quick look at the Blue Devils lineup. Their offense is similar to the Clockers. They rely a lot on the arm of their junior quarterback, Ben Sledziewski. He's able to put the ball on the ground and take off running as well, but he's also accurate when rolling out of the pocket. He'll try and exploit the Clocker secondary with his favorite receivers, Trey Rios and Connor Tobin. The team is small, but they're quick, and Ashland will have to avoid giving up the big plays tonight. The Blue Devil offense may have a difficult time getting off to a quick start, as the Ashland Clocker defense has outscored opponents by an incredible 131-14 margin in the first half of their home games this year. So take a look at the Ashland Clocker offense. It's going to be run under the direction of senior quarterback Luke Herter. He's got an accurate arm. He's capable of throwing from the pocket, but he's even more dangerous on the move, able to roll out to his left or right. And when he does decide to put the ball on the ground and tuck it away and run, he's as capable as any running back on the field, as evidenced by his 55-yard touchdown last week against Medfield. When he does throw, he uses all his receivers. Herter has thrown touchdown passes to senior captain Matt Gillis, as well as Jake Grimza, Jake Troutman, Max Palin, and Keegan Weiss. The ground game will be led by senior captain Andrew the Machine Molesky. He's accumulated over 1,300 yards rushing this year, and often is seen dragging a pile of players as he's always fighting for the extra yards. And when Molesky is not getting the ball, Peter Gigliotti gets the call. Peter uses both his speed and vision to complement Andrew's smash-mouth style of football. No doubt Gigliotti would be a starter on almost any other team at this level. He's got great hands and often will be on the receiving end of a Luke Herter pass. And these guys will tell you all it cannot be done without the outstanding play of their front line, led by senior captain Dylan Drozek, center Pat Deloriers, Leo Bovenschult, and Hunter Roby. They've been able to open holes for Molesky and Gigliotti all year, and when it's time to pass, they've given Luke Herter ample time to do what he needs to do. Kicking game led by John Giglia, who's had a solid season, efficient with his extra points and field goals. Giglia also has the ability to kick the ball into the end zone on the kickoffs for a touchback, which you don't see often at this level. So that's pretty much it. It's going to come down to protecting the ball, penalties, and playing a clean game. So it's almost game time, and we'll be back for the kickoff in a moment after a word for our sponsors. Hand off to Molesky.
Up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Touchdown!
Punches it in.
Blockers.
First score of the year.
Up the middle. Called play.
Some great blocking by Molesky. Herter's still going, and he's in!
Strong boot.
Pitch to Molesky.
Molesky with the carry.
He screeched through! He's gone! And Molesky breaks out of the pack as he's done all year.
Go ahead.
Very accomplished. Throws it down to Palin.
He hits him.
He gets him on the run, and there's a touchdown. Herter. Got Troutman, and he's
got him. He threaded the needle.
Oh, another high snap. Oh,
Yes! A six pick. But they got to stop it. Right
there's
up
the
middle.
Explosive
The
run.
one you were waiting for.
Come on, Andrew. He's in.
Ask and you shall receive. At Gillette Stadium, Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division VI and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Hello again, everybody, from Bill Cunis Field at Ashland High School. It's Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV. Tonight, the Ashland Public Schools present varsity football, and it's playoff football as the Clockers are going to be taking on the Northampton High School Blue Devils from out in Western Massachusetts. The first playoff game of the new playoff format again for 2021. Clockers in their home blues. Northampton looks to be blue and gold, and they're wearing white shirts.
Julia with a kick. Maslowski and Norris to receive.
Tackled by number 11, Keaveney.
Trevor Maslowski with the return. Very respectable. Gets it up to the 36-yard line.
Trevor's one of the captains.
We were talking about in my pregame little thing about Julia and how he's got such a big leg, but it's a cold night. You know what happens with the ball.
The ball's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Players to watch, Rob. Number 30, Michael Norris.
And it's Ben Slajewski, the quarterback for the Blue Devils. Deep high formation.
I'll mention their receivers in a moment. Right up the middle.
Goes nowhere. And that's Pat Deloria's.
Was that Norris, Rob? It was. Was it?
On the carry.
Yeah.
I missed it, but
let's see, it was 30 or 32.
Play, 2nd and 10.
Let's see who they have lined up there.
Got to expect both teams to come out with new wrinkles, but Norris has been the featured back, especially since their captain, Don Banderini.
See if they run. Oh, no, he's got the man in motion. They run a lot of similar plays to Ashland from what I had seen in limited action.
Nice pass. That's the way you complete that pass. And the first test is coming up, 2nd and 3rd and 3.
Good job by Weiss and Gillis to keep the gain down to a minimum.
Keep it to the catch. Yep. What do we call that?
A tackle?
Yak.
Oh,
yards after catch. Yak. I don't hear that expression very much.
Yeah, they've moved on from that.
Yeah. Of course, I'm just catching on, and it's over. Right up to the minute. Big play. Oh! And the Clockers were ready for the quarterback draw.
Yeah. It was Gigliotti and, again, Pat Delorius.
A sweet play fake.
4th and 1. Playoff time. This is a go down.
4th and 1 for Northampton.
Blue Devils look like they're going
5-yard line.
So
close to midfield.
We talked about it. There wasn't a lot of film for us to see on Northampton. Saw some highlights. What I did see was Slajewski is a very capable runner, and well, obviously they're only going to show the highlights where he did well, so it's hard to say how he is overall. Big 4th and 1. Oh!
Off to number 30.
Norris got the first down, but the Clockers just missed the tackle.
Yeah, that was Jack McGough.
Wow, he was in there. He was in that backfield.
Yeah, got right in there.
They just escaped.
I think it was a little too easy.
Yeah.
he got there too early, ran right by him.
7-yard line.
First down of the game. We're in the opening drive. The Clockers and the Blue Devils from Cunis Field at Ashland High School. The first round of the playoffs. 16 teams in the playoffs in Division 5, which is where these two teams reside. He wants to pass.
Throws it underneath. Herder misses the tackle. Nice little spin move.
That's a better first down play than they looked like.
2nd and 3 from the Ashland 46-yard line.
Blue Devils in good shape on this series, Rob, with a 2nd and short. You might be able to try some things. Figuring they're going on all 4 downs.
Yeah. The other thing we talked about was Ashland's defense at home in the first half this year. Outscored their opponents 131-14. So it's not going to be an easy task for Northampton to put points up.
There it is.
They tackled both guys just in
There it
case.
is.
Dylan Drozek.
Brought down by number 59, Dylan Drozik.
Now it's a 3rd and long. Just like that. The Clockers flip it.
Loss on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Clockers coming off a 34-7 win last week down in Medfield. A winless Medfield squad.
It was not an impressive win for the Clockers, despite what the score says. Medfield went up 7-0.
You know what I was thinking, Robin? I didn't see the game, and you did.
Slajewski drops back to pass. He's got somebody behind. Yep, behind the defense.
What a play. Boy, did he throw a strike.
Trey Rios.
Wow, what a catch, what a pass.
Pete Gillis and Weiss.
In the red zone, 1st down.
Northampton 1st down.
That was my...
What a spiral.
That's what I was worried about. They just...
Big play. Now, pressure on the Ashland defense. Clock melting away. Already it's just 7.5 left in the first. 12-minute periods this season in high school football in Massachusetts. Everything kind of uniform now, including the state tournament, which includes every town in the state. No more East against...
oh, right.
Yeah, every town included and mixed in.
Slajewski keeps it after a little pump fake.
He's got those legs, Rob.
Very efficient gain.
What did he get? He got the good 5?
Gain of 4.
4 yards.
Yeah, 4.5.
2nd and 6.
We've seen a lot of teams do this, though. They get down to this
8-yard line.
part of the field. They're inside the Technoplex red zone right now. And that's when Ashland really steps up. With that shorter field, it gives them a little bit more coverage.
They show pass. Let's see what they do. 4 wideouts. Oh, another beautiful
Goes to
ball.
the top target.
Too long. He cleverly went down, but there's no flag.
I noticed that too. He was kind of trying
Why
to
not?
throw a flag.
You're not catching it.
No.
You're not going to catch it anyway. Go down.
Good coverage.
Trevor Maslowski.
Good coverage. I think it was Keegan Weiss.
You know, I was thinking about the last week's game. I was thinking, you know, Coach pretty much figured they were going to win that Medfield game. And you don't want to show too much to your next opponent. Because I noticed Herder ran the ball an awful lot, which is not what the Clockers usually do. And he passed a lot, too, which is something they don't usually do.
The offense wasn't the problem. It was the defense. Medfield moved the ball a lot, including if Medfield was a little bit more disciplined, they had a lot of penalties where they shot themselves in the foot.
Now, I heard that Medfield was good size. Was that true?
Yes, they had a couple guys. That's a pitch.
Oh, the power sweep stuffed.
Drozek and Antonar shut that one down.
We might see if they have a kicker, Rob. We'll find out here in a second. If they don't let him kick this, we can
loss of 2 on the play.
We can maybe assume they don't have a place kicker. Let's see.
From the 10-yard
Just
line.
like we said, Ashland really bears down when they're in the red zone.
You know,
on their heels.
They're very tough against the sweep. Have been all
that too.
season.
They're quick. Between Gillis on one side and Drozek on the other, really.
And when you're facing Ashland, you've got to consider there's always a possibility of a loss in the backfield because they cut through. They get through.
So timeout on the field. It's 4th and 8. They can get a first down at about the 2-yard line. They don't have to get a touchdown.
There were some substitutions, so we don't know if they're going to try a place kick. They never lined up before the timeout was called.
By participating in the 50-50 raffle.
Ashland Clockers are the defending Super Bowl champions. Of course, like you said, the divisions are all different. I think they're Division 4, Bob.
4? We're 4 this year? And you know, there was no Super Bowl champ last year.
Right.
So our 2019 championship makes the Clockers the defending champions. And it's hard to remember, but I think we were in 6 under the old formation.
I believe you are correct, and they do have their field goal kicker.
They're going to try one.
Is that number 82?
Perez is holding.
I don't even have him on. Tough snap. Oh, block!
Can't be advanced, I don't think, by the kicking team.
I believe it.
Not sure of that rule.
I think if it didn't go past the line of scrimmage, it could.
35-yard line. Ashland will take over.
So once again,
it looked like there could be advanced.
They never looked right with that whole play.
That ball was on the 10, Rod. That was hiked from the 10. Ashland did
Yeah, it
very
was
well
a 20
to get that out to the 35-yard line.
He bobbled the snap, and he never really got it set.
And he drove it into the line.
Yeah. You and I would have had a chance of blocking it if we were.
Well, I like to pick those clean, like an interception almost.
And you can't jump over the guys like you used to. Off the. So here we go. It's Luke Herter looking over to the sideline. He's got
Luke
Andrew
had a big
Molesky.
game last week against Medfield. Threw for 2 and ran for 2 touchdowns.
Molesky
Hand off to Molesky.
powers ahead for 4, maybe 5.
2nd and 6 from the
I talked to Andrew's dad before the Medfield game. It was nice. I got to hang out with some of the parents, because I was in the stands watching
you
the
weren't
game
working, yeah.
No. So he thinks the machine is the preferred nickname for Andrew. Andrew the Machine Molesky. It does flow nicely.
Yeah.
So that is how
The Weeble wasn't really tough enough.
I like the Weeble because it is so not tough. And it's just the 180-degree opposite.
Oh, boy. Here we go. They stop him.
Falls forward.
Pushes forward for a gain of 1. 3rd and 5 from the 40-yard line. 3rd and 5 from the 40.
Clockers face their first 3rd down, their first possession of the game. Northampton had 1, 2 first downs, I guess, on their opening drive. Got all the way to the 10.
See if Herter rolls out. Who's that in the back? It's Molesky, Gillis. I think they're going to run Gillis underneath. Oh, no. Okay.
He's
totally
he's
wrong.
a blocker.
Oh, he's wide open. Complete! Oh! Keegan Weiss.
Pass is caught.
Yeah, wow. A little premature with the complete ball, but it ended up being good. And they're ready to go. Look at it. They're up to the line.
What a catch. He bobbled it. It cost him a touchdown.
Yes.
But he hung on for a big, big gain for Ashland.
He had the defender beat by a couple of yards. Herter with a beautiful throw.
40-yard pass. Herter to Weiss.
So that might open up the run game a little bit. He rolls out to his left. That's what I was looking for before. He's got Gillis underneath, and he went to Palin. Out of bounds.
That receiver was out of bounds.
Match Palin, but it's incomplete.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Not sure who that was intended for. There were 2 clockers there.
I think it was intended for Palin. I think he had Gillis. Either way, they were running out of room quick.
Yeah, by the time Luke threw it, they already got out of bounds. So the first down play goes by the board, 2nd and 10. Luke Herter calling signals.
He's got Rims and Palin lined up to his left. Nobody on the right side. Molesky busts it up the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Clockers!
Flag on the play. Flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen.
But,
Is that a late hold? A bid run hold?
yep, flag on the play.
Around the 10-yard line, we see it.
Wasn't even,
Nobody's
affect-
celebrating on either side, but the Clockers seem to be walking.
Waving it off.
There it goes.
Flag has been picked up.
Clockers had a few of those go their way this year.
You see that once every 3 years. We've seen it twice here Cunis Field this
We
season.
saw it twice in the Holliston game, including the last play of the double
game.
overtime.
Yes.
So Julia comes in.
Julia for the attempt.
He's been very reliable. He's long on the kickoffs, and he's accurate on the place kicks.
Bill Bork on the snap, I believe, and McGough holding.
Ball down. It's up.
That's how you do it.
And the kick is good. With 3:17 left in the first quarter. Ashland Clockers 7. Northampton Blue Devils 0.
Timeout on the field. Ashland 7 and Northampton nothing. A good start for the Clockers here in the first period. Their first possession goes all the way, and you could almost say both teams did very well on their first possession until the block place kick fouled the Blue Devils' efforts.
And that's why the Clockers are 8-0 and other teams are not.
The Blue Devils had a good season. I talked to one of the guys up here that
6-2
films them, and but they were not the champions of their league. And they faced a school called Wacona, which is a powerful school out there. And Wacona were the league champions and the #1 seed, I understand.
So Julia kicking off with the Clockers leading 7-0 after the Molesky 20-yard run. Squibs it. Picked up on a good bounce. Oh, and Jake Keaveney chased him down from behind.
By number 11.
Very strange rating system, Rob. It's just the Clockers got as high as number 7, won every single game after that, and finished 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not just the football, it's soccer. I was talking to my brother my nephew plays for Needham, who's ranked 2 in the state, but said there's somebody ranked above them, and then that's not that great. And then Holliston, I guess, had an extremely successful regular season campaign, and they're seeded kind of low, I think number 8 also.
Second best team in the Tri-Valley League was seeded 16th in their division.
Norris going nowhere. That might have been Hunter Roby.
In the backfield by number 59, Dylan
Drozek.
Well, they tried the other side
Deloria.
this time, Rob, and that didn't work either.
That's a 4-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 14.
I mean, if I'm an opposing coach, I just throw the ball all day long. Try and get behind the defense like they did that one time.
Let's see, they've thrown what, twice? 3 times, twice successfully.
They had a couple short passes, the one down there, one over there. That was a nice long pass.
And as we predicted, and look at that wide open field, and he knows what to do.
Yes.
Lucky to get him out of bounds. Had the angle.
Pick up about 20 yards.
Weiss
At the
got him out.
49-yard line. 1st and 10 from the Ashland 49.
And that's what
Big gain and a first down for the Blue Devils.
Benny Sledge, they call him.
Benny Sledge, his name is Sledz. So they just take the D and the Z and they make that a J, and he's Sledgeski.
So they're into Ashland territory again, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hand out to Norris, going nowhere. Michael Norris buried again by Delorias.
That's a loss of 4.
Can't say the running game has been a mystery to the Clockers, but the passing game
14
has caused them fits with
from the 47-yard line.
a long reception, a
Northampton
couple of short
47.
receptions, and a scamper out of a pass
Yeah,
formation.
with the over pursuit.
Of course, any coach wants a balanced attack, so they're not going to pass on every down unless they have to. You got to mix it up.
Keeps it.
Quarterback keeper.
This time,
Brought down by Andrew Molesky.
That was, of course, a
Got a
design.
flag on the play.
That was a
Short
design
gain.
play.
Going to be 3rd and 11.
Somebody
from the
over
50.
the line? I mean, that is the line.
Offside? Is that what you're saying?
Penalty on the play.
Illegal shift.
Oh,
Illegal motion.
shift by Northampton, and the penalty
Have
is
to
declined.
I have to say I missed that one. Clock is
It
taking
remains
the down.
3rd and 11.
No, it doesn't. It moves to 3rd and 11.
Yeah.
The play counts.
He did a good job with that
3rd and 11. Folks.
run pass option, the handoff
Big
till the
play.
last second.
Let's make some noise for the boys.
I couldn't tell who was gonna keep
He's a good
it.
ball handler, and he knows how to run. Straight back.
It's got pressure.
The jump
Design
pass.
screen.
Wow.
They stop him.
Pass complete to
About,
number
what, 2 yards
32,
short, maybe?
Jordan Maslowski.
They've got a
Brought
4th
by
down
Danny
coming
Dean.
out. Clockers defense can make a play
That
here.
brings up 4th
Clockers will
and
take
3
over on downs.
from the 42-yard line of Ashland. 4th and 3.
Now, what did they do the last time they had the 4th down? Did they go deep? No.
It's 1 yard.
Or did
They ran it around the edge.
And they got about 5, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That was a good play call.
Excellent.
It was a nice job by the
knowing you're going,
secondary
knowing
stepping
that
up.
if you get 8, you're going. You know. If that gets stuffed, you're probably punting.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
Oh, end of the quarter. I'm sorry. So, at the end of 1, Ashland 7,
1 quarter in the books.
Northampton 0.
You know, the quarters. I don't know when we went to 12 minutes, but
Congratulations to the volleyball
time was
team
they were
who won their
10-minute
opening
quarters.
round
They
game
flew
of
by.
the Division III tournament.
But now,
will be hosting
and especially the way the
Essex
teams
Tech
mix it up
Monday
now
at
with the
7
pass and the
p.m.
run, you know,
Our
it's
field hockey
we had
team
what do we have an
will host
18-minute
North
quarter a couple weeks
Reading
ago.
here at the high school at
Today,
2 p.m.
22 minutes for the first period.
Tickets for all
part of it
playoff
is
games, much like football, will be
They
done
have
exclusively
they've
online.
played a clean game.
Thank you
No
to
injuries,
everyone for
fortunately,
making it a smooth
which always
transition.
nothing really controversial.
Yeah.
And they
You watch
you
an
put it on
NFL
the
game,
ground.
there's a flag on it practically every play.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch if you're
It's
not watching Red Zone.
10
It's just
flags per team is completely common.
it's flag. Everything's reviewed.
And then
As we start
add in 100
second
commercials.
quarter,
Yeah.
Northampton has a
So.
4th and 3.
You could build a
This is a
bookcase
big play,
watching.
folks. Let's hear some noise for the boys.
So we're back to the start of the second quarter. Huge 4th and 3 play coming up for Northampton Blue Devils, trailing 7-0. Slajewski
Oh.
finds his receiver, bounces off his face mask,
Oh.
By Jake.
and the ball is going to be turned over on downs.
Will take over.
Rob, did he hear footsteps or did he just miss it?
I don't know.
He knew he was going to get hit.
I just think he took his eye off it. Maybe he peeked or
Cold. Cold.
lights.
Yeah, cold, yeah.
But
That
it looked
light
like
right
it hit
there.
him right in the face mask.
Yeah.
Just slipped through his hands.
It was a good call, I guess you'd have to say. You've got to deliver that ball. You can't wait.
It was a solid play call. Just probably a rare drop.
The boys have
Story's
changed
very-
sides. The clock is heading towards the school now in the second period. They lead 7-0.
Gigliotti on the sweep.
Handoff to
Gets a
Pierre.
nice block. He's sprung open.
Down to the 34, Rob.
22 yards.
Wow.
That's another Ashland.
The,
First down.
There's a block on the end of the line. Just perfectly executed.
I mean, Andrew had, that was a 21-yard touchdown run. I almost forgot about it because of the picked up flag, but
Yeah, that threw us off.
his last 2 plays have picked up 43 yards. Man in motion. He didn't get it. Up the middle.
Handoff to Molesky up the middle.
Bounces off a few tacklers.
Molesky with a good game.
I think they're going to give him the first down, I bet.
That's more than a handful.
Oh, no, they're back on
Ball
the
is
30.
at
Okay.
the 30-yard line.
Excellent
Second
first
and
down run.
2.
Now you would think Molesky doesn't get the ball here, having carried twice in a row. But Andrew McKay, the coach of the Clockers.
It was interesting. Pat Dwinells was the man in motion on that last play as opposed to...
He ran hard.
Oh, he always runs. Yeah. He's a good runner. It's usually Gigliotti. That's Pat Dwinells.
Here he goes again.
See if he gets the ball. Herder keeps it.
Keeper. That's Herder. Herder off to the left side. He's still going.
Just got to protect the ball. He does.
Luke slipped in behind him, Rob, and got a nice game.
He had so much space. It almost looked like he didn't know which hole to go to.
Coach McKay,
front line just cleared out everybody.
And the beauty of that play, you don't risk a handoff. Luke ran for 2 touchdowns last week, passed for 2 as well. Clockers handled a winless Medfield squad as they had to stay 8 unblemished this year, 8-0 going into the playoffs.
That's Gigliotti this time, gets the handoff. Oh! Great job by number 36. Got to give his name, give him some credit. Not on the roster.
3-6.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Oh, geez, we don't have a... No. Second down. Clockers have 11 yards to go for a first down. There was a loss of a yard on that last play. Herder's ready. Luke gets the snap from the shotgun. They go right up the gut. And he nearly got in, but they wouldn't tackle.
He did get in. He did not go down. Is that incredible?
They wouldn't tackle him. Wow. Isn't it nice when you get up from running for a touchdown and there's 8 Clockers with you surrounding you?
The refs over here are discussing something. Oh,
Illegal
there's no flag on the ground, but yeah.
Against the other guys. No? No, against Ashland. Maybe the flag, maybe the bench is blocking it.
So that negates another 21-yard potential touchdown run.
We're going to replay 2nd down.
It's not a motion.
2nd and 16.
It's not a motion penalty. I didn't see anyone jump. But
I don't know.
A touchdown erased. That's the second time.
Check it on the replay.
Molesky's almost had a touchdown erased. This penalty stands, and that touchdown is gone.
So it's 2nd and 16.
Clock is going back.
Molesky again.
Same play. Why?
3 guys.
If it isn't
bring him down after 7 yards.
Now the Clockers in a thorny situation. A thorny 3rd and 9 coming up.
Gain of 7 on the play.
And
3rd down.
We have a great place kicker, and John
Gillia.
And his range is
warming up on the sideline.
Almost unlimited.
It is cool. I think they're just going to pound it twice on the ground.
This play will decide a lot of things for Coach McKay.
And they throw, just to make me look bad. Wide open, Matt Gillis. He waltzed. 13-0. Just found a soft spot in the zone.
What was that, 8.5 to go until halftime? The Clockers have jumped out. 13-0.
It's almost like they can do whatever they want.
Point. Let's see how his first place kick was. Perfect. These are 20-yard kicks, as you know. Spotted at the 10-ish. Hiked from the 3. The right foot is ready. Snap back ball down. It's up. Perfect. Timeout on the field. Ashland 14. Northampton nothing. Great start. Great first half for Ashland. That block kick
maybe a quick word from our sponsors, you think?
In our sponsors tonight, Rob?
Technoplex Flexibles and Marathon Deli.
Technoplex Flexibles They're having the big open house tomorrow. You know, they're having the petting zoo. So that's always fun. And, of course, the Marathon Deli, as I like to say, the best sandwich in town. But as you remind me, they also have salads and dinners and wraps.
And a nice hot bowl of soup tonight.
You can even
would
get a
be
bowl
great.
of soup. Yeah. They're located on Route 135 in Ashland.
And we're back.
And Plexitech Flexibles are located in what we call the Telecron building, the old Telecron factory. The factory that gave the Ashland sports teams their name. It was around this time of year
Tackled by
when
number 33, Liam.
Henry Warren plugged in his first clock, you know, and invented the electric clock. The big argument, you know, was about the current. You know, at that time,
First and 10.
AC
Northampton
competed
from the
against
38-yard
DC.
line.
So they had to get together, and people like Edison and Henry Warren, and Henry Warren was considered unequal of Edison. You know, they got together and they finally decided we're going to use the AC current. Once he had that in place, then his clock could work anywhere.
This Ashland defense is just relentless as they drop Slajewski for a 2-yard loss.
Loss of a yard. He's going to be second and 11.
Blue Devils now
Let's
really,
see,
really have to figure they got to rely on their passing game now. And that puts a lot of pressure on their receivers. And I think we're going to see the quarterback running out of passing formations as much as he can to keep the clockers honest.
He has the ability to throw on the run.
The running game really hasn't worked.
Oh.
They go outside. Well defended. Well defended.
Yeah. Weiss closed on that one nicely. It was a good throw as well.
Those deep crossing patterns are not easy to complete, Rob.
No. And he was under a lot of pressure again.
And now you're 3rd and 12, and you're in your own territory now. This is not 4-down territory. Although down 14-0, you never know. The coach of the Blue Devils may say it's now or never.
36-yard line.
Right.
We need a touchdown. We need points.
Yeah, the way that Ashland has been able to easily move the ball.
Let's see what happens. Second period action. Too far. He was open.
Pass intended.
Would have been close to a first down if caught.
Incomplete.
You got to kick
That
from here.
brings up
Yeah.
fourth down.
If you got 6 yards on that play, you're thinking about it.
The
you know?
pressure, yeah, the pressure just made him throw it a little early. Couldn't get set
6-yard line.
as he'd like to.
Boy, this reminds me of the playoffs on the way to the Super Bowl, Rob. The freezing temperatures that we...
Oh, this isn't even that
Yeah,
bad.
I know it.
That,
This is
that
modern.
Rockland game was, that was on that dirt infield. It was like ice skating.
Set to receive the punt. Jake Troutman.
Good
So
snap.
it's Norris.
Straight up. It's gonna
Fire, get away from it.
It's right on the 45. Takes a small Blue Devil hop to the 40-ish.
Going to be down at the
Beautiful
40-yard
field
line.
position
So it's
for
gonna
the
be first and
Clockers.
10 Ashland from the 40 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds
Clockers
left.
14, Blue Knights of Northampton, nothing. Second period action, November 5th, 2021. The first round of the MIAA new playoff system, 16 teams per division, 8 divisions,
Yeah.
and statewide.
And if Ashland wins tonight, they will face most likely Situate, who's the number 1 seed. I don't know who the 16 seed is. They pitch it to Molesky out of their attack offense, and Molesky's gone.
Andrew Molesky.
Can they catch him? They don't. Now they knock him down in the end zone. Doesn't draw the flag.
As he's done all year, 59 yards. And another one-play drive. And that's why, as you mentioned, you don't want to punt if you don't have to.
I know it. The Blue Devils are just beside themselves now. They don't know what to do. Nothing is working. And they can't stop the Clockers. Yeah. The worst scenario after an hour and 45-minute ride.
Not an hour 45. I asked them. They said it was only an hour and a half. So that's not bad. So that's
a scant 90 minutes.
85.4 miles when I looked at it on MapQuest.
Walking.
Molesky again.
Walking into the end. Clockers 22, Northampton nothing. Insult to injury, but that third touchdown going for 2, that's in the books now.
I'm going to read a couple of our sponsors. Tonight's game on WACA-TV, is that how you spell it? Sponsored in part by Technoplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19. So, thank you to Technoplex Flexible. I also want to mention on a serious note, just condolences to the passing of Bernie Kane, a longtime Ashland legend.
The first family of Ashland, the Kane family. 9 children.
Yep.
Michael Norris and number 39,
lost their boy Kevin.
Yeah, they tried it on
a long time ago. Oh.
Flag on the flag.
I'm going to call targeting, but back to the. We'll let that play out, but
that was horrible.
94 years old.
I don't see what
I'm sure they're.
What is that
watching the game? I think it was targeting. They might call roughing. He hit him high.
But the boy was bent down. He was bent down.
Well, that's.
Yeah. They didn't go headhunting.
It's like the Cincinnati Bengals Jets game last week, where late in the game, the guy went to tackle him, and the runner lowered his head.
What a hit. They're going to mark off 15 just on general principles, it appears.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Indeed.
So, be 15 yards from the recovery.
So,
which was 46, so bring it down to the 30.
You hate to see a boy get hammered like that, but he's given his team their best chance of the game right now to get a chance to get back in the game, I should say. They were down to the Ashland 10-yard line before that field goal attempt was blocked.
Balls at the 38, first and 10, Northampton, 38-yard line.
Great field position, high snap, handled clean, complete for a short gain.
Antonuk, quick tackle.
Good wrap-up. No yak, you know.
Gain of 4, tackle by Ethan Antonuk.
So, maybe 3 yards on the pass, 6:38 clock running. If you're just joining us, it's the Ashland Clockers leading 22-0. The Blue Devils of Northampton got the opening drive, drove down, couldn't convert a field goal, and it's been all Ashland since.
They need a touchdown, the Blue Devils, to get back in this game. They're looking for it on short passes, and another drop doesn't help.
Broken up by Jake Keeveney. Pass intended for number
Trey Rios not happy.
Yeah, they're drawing a little bit.
That brings up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it was Jake Keeveney on the coverage, and it was totally clean. And timeout by the Blue Devils.
That's their second.
6 minutes and 12 seconds. Less than
they got 1 left in this half.
Please support the 50-50 raffle when you see them coming around.
I also want to thank our sponsor, Marathon Deli, 12 Union Street. Have a delicious assortment of wraps, sandwiches, salads, and more. Check out their menu at marathondeli.com. And we want to thank Marathon Deli for sending over food for us and the crew.
I look forward to this sandwich all week.
I don't even remember what I ordered. It doesn't matter. You could throw a dart at the menu.
And the bread is just the softest and tastiest. All right, big play for the Blue Devils. They've got to get a first down here. They've got to score points on this drive. No question about it.
3rd and 8. The game's getting a little chippy.
After a vicious but clean to be hit at midfield and another drop. 3 drops tonight.
Number 35.
Oh, boy.
That was one of their highlight plays that I had seen. We run that one. You know, run the receiver at it.
That's the classic heading downfield without the ball.
Yeah.
Drop.
Cuts across.
The other 2 drops were just off your chest, off your head, off your face mask drops, but that was the classic. Just as he went to turn, whoops, where is that ball?
We've had pretty fair weather for the most part this season, so definitely the ball's a
It's
little
so lucky.
slick.
So lucky. When you think of all the rain we've had, never on Friday night.
Huge 4th down. The Clockers look
Blue
to
Devils
ice this
have to
one
go for
early.
it. No choice. That's a pass. It's complete. They don't tackle him.
To number 30.
Great job by Michael Norris.
Does he have it,
Number
Rob?
11, Jake Keeveney.
He's got it.
Looks like it. Yes, they give it to him. Just
And
enough.
it's a first down
They had that one
Northampton.
stopped too, but he
Ooh.
did a good job cutting back.
Yes, they didn't tackle him, and it cost the Clockers still plenty of time
27-yard
in the
line.
first half.
First and 10 from 27.
Just under 6 minutes.
And it was a good job by Slajewski to hit him in stride.
Yeah, they haven't given up. That boy still throws a good ball. And those receivers, nobody likes to have a drop. So they're determined to make plays. Here we go. Oh, they moved.
So that was an odd play. Norris
They
had nothing.
jumped. They jumped, but I don't see any flags.
I don't
Tackled
see
by
any
number
flags
4,
either.
Ethan Antona.
Coach McKay wondering, have they changed the
Gain of 2.
rules?
2nd and 8.
I mean, I felt it could have gone either
35-yard
way.
line.
I didn't see that we went forward. We jumped, but I didn't see us moving across the line. But then there's something called a neutral zone. Very strange
We had
place.
2 guys on our right side of the line, our left from this angle,
Yeah.
but they
Their
usually
feet were
call it like
Yeah.
they actually were in the zone and they got back like the NFL, but usually here they call it. Okay.
2nd and long?
Yeah.
2nd and 8.5
That's-
ish. And the flags
There's a
fly.
flat. Oh,
And it's going to be a tackle for a loss.
Connor Kramer getting into the action.
Scrimmage for a huge loss.
See what the laundry is about.
Play.
Which way is this going? Is that a formation? Coach McKay is mad.
Oh, he is livid. That's about as animated as you'll see
he's mad.
him, especially with a 22-0 lead.
He's seeing things that the refs aren't calling, and it's upsetting him. We still don't have a signal on the flag. There we go. Illegal motion,
shift for
decline.
Northampton, and the penalty
It goes
is
from
declined.
2nd down to 3rd and long. We take the result of the play. And Andrew comes back out. Andrew McKay, the coach of the Clockers, comes out for another conversation. The man with the white hat, he's in charge of the officials
Ball
for
will
this
be
I'm
game.
wondering if it
Sack
has something to
first.
do with
That brings
illegal
up
hands or something that he's just worried about
And
the
I have
game
the
getting out of
feeling
hand.
it's happening right down in front of him on this side
Yeah.
of the line. Yeah,
Like, he doesn't want this escalating into a street brawl, you know?
yeah. Especially where
brings up 3rd and
every day on the
17.
news we hear about these horrible things involving schools and teachers and students. I mean, a teacher was knocked unconscious this week at a grammar school. A 16-year-old knocked a teacher unconscious in Boston.
Aiming over the middle.
By number 1.
They make a tackle, but it's 1st and goal inside the 10.
Brought down by Keegan White.
Weiss saves the
Fajardo
touchdown.
cancel.
Wide open. He knew what
First
to do.
down Northampton.
Number 2,
Ball to
Slajiski, to
9-yard
number
line.
1, Cancel.
First and goal
And
from
that-
the 9.
Brings him down to the 9-yard line. We know this Clocker defense takes a lot of pride in not allowing them to get in the end zone.
If I was Northampton, I'd be passing on every down here. They're not going to run it in. If anybody runs it in, it'll be the quarterback. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah,
Quarterback keeper,
stopped.
no gain.
Once again,
Brought down by Patty
Drozek
Lee
and Delorius.
Dylan Drozek.
Now Norris is supposed to be a good back, number 30. Maybe a pass to
Second and
him.
goal
Maybe he can break a
from the
tackle and
9.
get in on a short pass.
well, he did. He was on the receiving end of that nice 4th down conversion.
Yeah, that was him, right? Yeah. He got that first down, too.
Oh, it was
That's
all
the
him.
kinda kid
It
you
was
want.
all him.
It's the kind of kid you want to have the ball. Where is he? Is he in the backfield? Yep.
Yes, that's him to the left.
Let's
Of
see what he
Slajiski.
does. They show a passing formation.
High snap, fakes the handoff,
There it is.
and it's
Play.
canceled for the
Eduardo
touchdown.
Cancel.
Very easy. Man-to-man coverage. He had no trouble cutting inside his defender. And the Blue Devils are on the board with about 3 left until halftime. And we're close to having a game here. It's 22-6. We'll see what the coach of the Blue Devils decides to do. The first place kick attempt was not good.
Quarterback's been pretty accurate. He's thrown a good ball.
Yes, and he knows what he's doing, and he can run. So he's a threat both ways, and they're going for 2. You can't blame him after that first
Going for 2.
field goal attempt. Didn't look good. Yeah, oh boy.
That's trouble.
Yeah. Wow, did he get in there?
Luke Herter.
Brought down by
Did Luke get in there or what? What speed he showed. That kid didn't even have a chance to bring his arm up.
2-point conversion is no good with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the half.
Slajeski couldn't even get his
22.
arm up, but he was tackled and wrapped up for a loss. So the score hangs. It's Ashland 22 and Northampton 6, and the Clockers have got to make a good possession here to keep this lead at halftime
To
and
let you
maybe
know,
get some
this is
points
your last
themselves.
chance for the 50-50 raffle. You have 2 minutes and 57 seconds to contribute.
So it's Jake Troutman and Peter Gigliotti deep for the Clockers.
Got to handle it clean.
They have the front lines
I expect something low and hard.
They have the
right
wall.
up the middle.
ready for the onside kick.
I don't see it, but we never know. Clockers don't see it now either.
I like going for the onside kick.
They do.
That's a semi-onside kick, fielded nicely.
Beautifully.
Was that Antonuk?
That's saved.
Fielded
That's
by
saved
number
about
4,
15
Ethan
yards, Rob.
Antonuk.
If he doesn't handle that clean, that goes all the way to the 20.
But I like that strategy from the kicking side. You know, if you smack it into one of the up players, then you got a chance.
So
And if
be
not,
it. So be it.
Right.
If not, it goes by hard.
and if he didn't field that one cleanly, like
Yeah.
you said, it's another 15, 20 yards. So,
You want some kind of a deflection, something to go wrong for the receiving team to give yourself a chance. They're in the war. What do we call that? The war.
wing T, and Molesky almost broke it again. Last time, 59 yards. This one for 13.
They're moving the chains. That must
No
be
huddle.
another Ashland
Just lost the
first
scoreboard.
Oh, power failure. I didn't do that. Did
No,
I?
you didn't do it. We're back now.
Did I step on the club?
First
On the
and
plug?
10.
No.
2:48 and running.
Stop the Clockers for
Hey.
just a second. Now they're ready to go.
I still like the squish offense.
Cross
Herter
the
keeps it.
shooter. Luke
Holds,
Herter.
holds onto that ball.
Yeah, you see that? How they're so conscious. Very few turnovers this year on the ground.
6-yard line.
Been a couple interceptions,
Second and 5.
not many, but I can't remember a fumble. And that's to
Handoff
Gigliotti.
to Gigliotti.
Not giving the Blue Devils a chance to breathe on defense. We're into our formation while they're still on the ground.
Injury.
And we got an injury timeout. We got an injured
We have
Devil.
a player down.
We're having scoreboard problems. We're having scoreboard's back up, but let's hope this isn't serious. But it doesn't look.
I like the way the players all take a knee, even the guys on the bench.
Yeah, that's number 4 for the Blue Devils, Kelvin Perez.
Not a huge
junior.
squad of Blue Devils. Just about 25 or 30 Blue Devils. That's all they brought an hour and a half to Ashland. I saw not everyone is happy with the statewide tournament.
With the travel.
Yes, they interviewed
logistics.
a woman. She said, I drove 2.5 hours to sit beside a soccer field for an hour and a half, and then I got to drive 2.5 more back home. It's a 6.5 hour jaunt.
Or you can tune into WACA-TV from the comfort of your couch, your own home.
And what about how do they do it in Texas? You hear the coaches and the MIA say this is Texas style, this tournament.
Oh,
Well, how does that work?
I don't know.
What, do they fly to games in other parts of Texas?
I don't know, but I will be in Florida next week for the
wow.
next 2 weeks. So I'm hoping whoever is hosting the game will live stream it in some format. I'm going to watch it with my daughter.
We generally live on YouTube and Facebook.
But if we're away, then we have to get...
There's a good chance we could be away next week.
Second and 1.
Well, I'm assuming, we're the 8th seed, so unless 16 upsets number 1.
Yep.
So we're back, ready to go. 2:08 to go.
Is that a second? Yeah, second
Yes.
and short. From the squish. The
Herder
roll.
keeps it again,
There goes
cuts
Herder.
back.
Luke is still down.
He's free,
Luke
closing on him,
Herder.
but he makes it into the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
42 yards, just like he did last week.
The score goes to 28-6 with the extra point try coming up. And the Clockers answer the Blue Devil touchdown.
They just execute so well, that the front line with their blocks.
And they answered it with pure power. No passes thrown in the drive.
And like all the runners, they just keep the legs churning, They had them wrapped up and just was able to break away.
5 plays? 5 plays, 65 yards. It's up.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
It's good.
Good from 40.
Timeout on the
1 minute
field.
and 54
Ashland
seconds left in the
29
first half.
and
Ashland,
Northampton
29.
6.
Northampton 6.
So what's left? What do we got? Was that a buck and a half left? A minute and a half left.
Oh, we gotta thank our crew. We got Nick Cunningham, Mackie Kotob, the maestro, Connor Donovan, directing it all from down below. So nice and warm down there.
Yeah.
I think it's more impressive what these guys, Mackie and Nick, are doing up here. Do we have anybody else on the field tonight? No. It's cold. It's fortunately not windy.
The wind makes a huge difference.
I had 3 layers. I have my
What do you got?
got my Ashland athletic shirt. I got my Jake's walking shirt. My Silver Strong Jimmy Fun Walk t-shirt, and the kickoff deep. Got a little bit of space, and that's right where they've been for the most part, outside of that onside kick attempt, the 32-yard line.
Well,
And I have one more shirt underneath it, kind of like a semi-thermal.
good idea. Good idea. Because this is not a winter coat, right? This is like a
I
shirt
thought
jacket.
it was a winter coat, but it's really
not
not. It's
lined.
not
No.
my.
Yeah.
It's not my official go out and shovel
Yeah.
winter
I
coat.
mean, you got to hold something back for the snow.
Oh yeah.
If you go to I went to my heaviest coat, my official WACA-TV Parker, I guess you'd call it.
That's a nice looking jacket. How many years before that you earn one of those?
Well, when I was president, I liked gear.
Pass out in the
Quick
flat.
pass to number 35, Trevor McClatchy.
Stop for a minimal gain, 2-3 yards. Clock running, 1:37 and winding down the first half. So what? When you were in charge, you made it mandatory.
I ordered up gear for everybody.
36.
We had
Second
mugs.
and 7.
We had mugs. We had tote bags. You know, we had jackets. We had T-shirts, long sleeves.
I do have a sweatshirt. I think I have a
golf
baseball cap somewhere.
Because the boys, the boys that work, they need something. They need gear to wear.
Pump fake, double coverage.
Yeah,
Takes-
checked off nicely.
Pass complete
Yeah.
to number 1.
This kid
Can't
catches the ball and heads
Tackled
in
by
on
number
every
2,
catch.
Luke Herder.
We got to find this kid and
He's a little
mark
slow.
him.
A
Yeah.
little slow getting up. First down.
Timeout, Northampton.
Well, how much did they burn there? They still got 46.
46.
I think that's their last timeout, though.
And a half.
Yes.
And it's a first down.
They're out of
Northampton.
timeout, so tackles inbounds are crucial now.
First down.
I guess
from
that boy
the
should have curled
44-yard
outside,
line, and
but
Northampton has
the
no
pattern was sort
timeouts
of an
left.
inside slant. But you got to admire how the quarterback looked everywhere and then checked off pro style until he found the open man.
Everybody did what they were supposed to do. Ashland took away the deep threat. Give him the underneath, but that's fine.
Now, Rob, where are you going in Florida?
Where aren't I going? I'm going to start.
Is it a vacation or is it business?
It's vacation. I'm going to fly into Jacksonville and then rent a car and drive over to Gainesville and see Hallie at the swamp.
I forgot that
Yep.
you had a daughter down in Florida.
We're going to go visit the swamp. It's Parents' Weekend for the sororities.
And is there a game?
Yeah, they're playing the powerhouse of Samford
Oh,
and Son.
the
No,
perfect
Samford.
perfect homecoming opponent.
Right. I think if you're lucky, they draw your name and you get to play a few downs. So
Nice. It'll be fun to be at that stadium, though. Wow,
It will be. Yeah.
that's very exciting.
So we have a.
My son lived in Jacksonville.
Oh, really?
Briefly, 3 years. It's quite a city. You can't believe how big it is area-wise.
Hallie was there last week for the Georgia game, which they played Florida, Georgia. All right, so 45 seconds again underneath,
Pass
and
by number 21.
Ashland keeps them in bounds. He does get the first down. He'll stop the clock momentarily.
He kept himself in bounds, Rob.
Yeah, it was a combination. He wasn't thinking.
He gets the first down timeout. It's not a real timeout. The clock should be running now. Now it starts.
And it's not running.
Over
And
the
now-
middle. Complete.
Oh, to Rios.
By number 17.
Now.
Rios.
Another first down stops the clock briefly.
So,
And the
Tons-
scoreboard goes out. And they spike it. So the officials will have to keep the
Oh,
time on
yeah.
the field.
no.
So the Clockers want to keep the Blue Devils down. They don't want to give them any hope, so they want to keep them off the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
So let's see what the 22 seconds they're saying should be the.
First downs have been very, very big for the Blue Devils because that stops the clock to move the chains, and the officials have been slow to restart.
Thank you.
It's essentially waiting to the snap almost.
So it's going to be, should be second down because they spiked it. The chains, do I have that right? Yeah.
Clock is still
Fourth.
not right, is it? Huh? What does that say, Rob?
This is 19.5. I think the clock operator's having some issues.
course,
So they're going to have to keep the time on the field.
the timekeeper is actually an official. You may be interested to know. He's not some dad. You know, he's a paid member of this officiating crew.
22 seconds left in the half.
So I'm going to...
Are you going to keep a timer here in the...
just out of curiosity.
Oh, the clock has started. The official should be nice if he would count this down out loud. A rollout is going to eat up some time. A pass, if it falls incomplete, will stop the clock.
That took about 6.6 seconds, so we should be around 15 and a half seconds.
From the 25-yard line. Again, the clock, the time is being kept by the officials on the field.
You know, that clock that we have at the middle school, the scoreboard we have at the middle school at Walker Field, was delivered, was purchased, I guess you'd say, or donated by the Patriots.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It came from BU Field where the Patriots used to play before their Gillette Stadium, before any stadium was built in Foxborough. Oh, he lets it go. It's complete, and a flag.
Flag came in.
Complete to number 32.
I'd have to say he got out of bounds.
I was going to say illegal man downfield.
Oh,
Man downfield.
that sometimes happens when the quarterback has to run and move a lot.
Yeah.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The blockers start to. That was a gain, a significant gain. So Coach McKay and the Clockers have to accept this penalty.
I have 9 seconds left. The penalty may. Do they do a 10-second runoff?
I've never seen that in high school football, but I suppose.
So much for the quick half. We
Well,
jinxed it.
22 minutes, and now we're 38. Now we're 40 minutes for the second quarter.
Got about 9 seconds. Time for a nice Hail Mary.
5-yard penalty, illegal man
Oh,
downfield.
and the clock's running. So that's going to be it.
3rd and 15 from the...
They run up to the line of the scrimmage, and time expires.
And
That's
the
it.
half.
It's halftime at Ashland High School. The Clockers 29.
One half of
The
play.
Blue Devils of Northampton 6.
29.
A great first half for the Clockers, Rob.
Yeah, excellent way to start the playoffs. I
don't
say
know if
we go downstairs and warm up a little bit, Bob.
I don't know what we got at halftime, but we'll be back for the second half in about 15 minutes. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV.
Today's sports coverage on WACA-TV is sponsored in part by Techniplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.
Follow your lead.
All right, welcome back to Ashland High School. I'm Rob Silver, special guest to start the second half. We got Ryan Dwinells.
Hello.
Ryan, welcome to the booth.
Great
It's not
to be
really a booth.
on the roof.
So, what did you think of the first half?
Oh, they're looking good out there. Defense looking real good. One little slip up, but it's expected in these playoff situations.
Yeah, the team's just coming back from the locker room, about to get started. Ashland's going to receive. Ashland leading 29-6 in this opening round Division IV playoff. And yeah, like Ryan said, there's maybe one little slip up.
As it happens in the playoffs, can't expect anything.
Yeah, so Ryan was a member of the 2019 Super Bowl championship team. Is that you still have dreams about that?
Oh yeah, every day. I saw my ring when I got home today. Felt pretty washed.
So this isn't a really tough test. What do you think that's going to mean for Ashland going forward?
Yeah, I feel like coming off a game like this, it is a confidence booster, but at the same time, you can't get too comfortable and go into the next game just expecting the same result. You gotta, make sure you got the even more preparation because you're probably not thinking that it'll be any challenge, but you gotta prepare the same.
So playing under Coach McKay, a game like this, does he keep a lot in the bag? Does he kind of just do what he needs to do at this point and just?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like this might be the time of the game where he's starting to test things out, maybe a little trickery, see what's gonna work maybe for the rest of the playoffs. But you can't ever expect. There's nothing you can expect. It's always something.
Yeah. So when you're leading up to practice, are you trying all these different plays? Or does he just stick with the same basic 10 plays and maybe one per week that he wants to maybe throw in there?
Yeah, it was usually the same group of plays, and then probably put in like one or two a little more trick type plays. But it's not even guaranteed that we ended up using them. We would always just have them in our back pocket in case.
So Herder hands off to Molesky. It's tough to bring that kid down, huh? Look at that.
Yeah. Looking like Brody Yasenko out there, calling her in.
Out past the 45-yard line, almost at the 50. 40.
So you played with some of these guys. Any of these guys? I think Gillis had some reps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about any of these other guys? Did they get any playing time on that Super Bowl team? I can't remember.
Yeah, Dylan Drozek started for us, as a sophomore. And, he fit in right with the rest of the line. It didn't feel like he was, he was like a little brother to all of us, but he still, could hold his own. We didn't need to hold his hand through anything, just kind of brought him under our wing.
Mm-hmm. Injury. That's a Clocker player down.
I think that's Patty D.
Is it? Oh.
51.
Yep. Haven't had many injuries all year. Been very fortunate. It's about 15 degrees colder this second half.
And the plateau is getting windy up here.
Have you been up on the roof for a game? When you were little, did you have to film any of the games up here, like freshman, sophomore year?
No, I was more of a water boy duty freshman year, but I've been up here like one time, I think. It is freezing up here, though.
So you're at Pace University? Is that what the rumor?
Yep, that's the rumor.
What are you doing there?
Marketing major with a graphic design minor, just declared.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
How are the grades?
Pretty good. The college, you got a lot more time, especially when you're not playing football. You don't have to worry about practice and homework, just homework all the time.
You working in the city? You?
I'm trying. I am really trying. It's pretty hard. Pretty hard out there right now trying to...
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you trying to look in your field, or are you trying to get something, just anything?
I just need anything at this point.
Wow.
Yeah.
See help wanted signs everywhere. Oh, that's...
Yeah, I think he's going to be all right. like his right leg.
Carried up by. Is that your old number, 69?
Yeah, it is. I don't know who that is.
He's not on the roster. He came in. He's a backup kicker. He came in one play earlier this year when Gilliu got injured on an extra point.
These new jerseys too look real.
Second
real
and
nice.
9.
Look at that guy in motion. He's quick.
Oh, who is that? 16.
Handoff to Patrick Dwinell.
Okay. Oh. Yep.
Look at them drive that
Cannot
pile
bring
up.
him down. Oh, there's a flag.
Yeah, I think they got Is that Gillis back
Yeah.
there?
We have a
I
flag.
think it was
on
a
the
late
flag.
hit.
Kind of hit the defenseless guy. Was kind of out of the play.
Yeah.
Can't really blame Gillis. He was kind of just
Trying to
continuing to play, and the other kid had given up on it.
Gotta stay smart in these situations. Can't let the chippiness get to you.
Yeah, you definitely don't want this thing escalating like we were saying in the first half.
Right.
That's one of the things I've noticed about McKay's, the teams that he's coached.
Personal foul.
He must really, really preach the discipline, whether, obviously the retaliatory stuff and keeping your composure, but
15 yards.
honestly, very,
from the
very
end of the
few,
play.
stupid penalties, very few holds, very few offsides, stuff like that,
Yeah. I think it's too just the kind of the culture of the team. Like when you don't see the older kids doing that before you, you're not gonna do it too. So.
Yeah, I mean, so many of these other teams that we played, I mean, going back, I still look back, probably one of the most exciting games I've ever seen was Holliston.
Yeah.
when we beat them, but just the swings in that game and some of the penalties that they had just
Yeah.
kept us in there.
Can't let the emotions take over.
Handoff to Molesky.
Oh.
He's still going.
So 15 yards, he's probably about 150 yards, maybe more.
First
Not
and
even.
10,
The second half
Ashton
just started.
from
Yeah.
the Northampton 41.
What other games were you here for? You've been back for a couple games, right?
Yeah. The only other one I was at the Holliston game.
Oh yeah, in Holliston.
Little double overtime action.
Yeah.
It's always fun to have a game like that.
Was that the first time we had won in Holliston or something like that? And
Yeah, I think so. Because my
Crazy.
junior year we got destroyed
Turner back to pass.
in Holliston.
oh wow.
Scrambling.
They're so mobile too.
Remind you a little bit of Kavanaugh?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely not afraid to take a hit.
Kavanaugh is, I think, a little bigger,
Yeah,
maybe a little stronger, but her good vision. All these guys protect the ball. I don't know if we've had a fumble all year.
yeah. That's definitely a Coach Z preach every day, preaching about ball security.
Is that like, what's that college movie
Molesky with the
with
handoff.
Omar Epps, and he drops the ball. He's the freshman running back. Halle Berry's in the movie. Oh,
First down.
and they make him.
Ashland.
They make him.
Ball at
And then you have Remember the Titans, same thing. You drop the ball, you
27-yard
run a
line.
lap.
First and 10 from the 27.
What are your favorite football movies?
Favorite football movie? I like Waterboy. I love Adam Sandler.
One of the few Adam Sandler. Actually, I never saw Waterboy, and I never saw like Little Nicky. But I am an Adam Sandler fan.
How can you not be?
Oh, he likes rolling out to his left.
Back to pass.
Oh,
Incomplete.
I'm upset
Second
because
and
the
10.
clock stops.
yeah. The scoreboard has also shut off like 4 times now.
Yeah, he was having some trouble with the scoreboard before the game started, and that last 30 seconds was
A little bit of a
nightmare.
mess.
Yeah. So what do you take for classes at Pace?
Right now I'm in business law, which is pretty interesting. Got my math class, my marketing class. What else? Yeah, and then my English class, and that's about it. Pretty nice workload, pretty manageable.
All right. Jake Rimza in motion.
Oh.
Is that intended for Gigliotti?
No, that was not.
Falls on the ball.
That whole thing was weird. You don't see Rimza in motion much.
Oh, there's a new center in too for Patty.
Oh, that's right.
Third down
Good
and
call.
16.
That's why you're up here. There's Amy Mendoza and your buddy Sean Harding, right?
Yep.
Sean.
Wearing shorts in this freezing weather.
What's it look like to you with Pat? Just his ankle, maybe?
Yeah, I thought maybe he just had a cramp or something, but it looks a little more serious than that.
Further back to pass.
Wow, to Troutman.
Yep.
Over the middle.
Hold down at the
He's had a couple, when he's had time, he's had a couple wide open receivers.
Yeah, that happened on the one touchdown down
To
here.
Gillis, he was just standing there.
I don't know what's up with this the secondary here for Northampton.
Are you able to tell the difference? So I know nothing about the coverages. They play zone, man-to-man. Can you tell that stuff?
I can usually tell when they're in man, but I mean I did play line, so there's not not really my forte. But if I'm really looking.
And what does the coach call this offense?
This is gunk.
Gunk.
Yeah.
It is gunk. Like that. Wow.
Yeah, just when we're just gonna power the ball down. I don't know how many secrets I should be saying on the air right now, but I don't know who's listening.
Yeah, it's not really a secret.
2nd and 10.
That's what he's done all year. I think they'll get one more touchdown. Maybe bring your brother in to run the offense.
Hope so.
He's done a good job. He seems like he's a better runner than he is a passer at this point.
He's definitely put in the work though, because he's been training all summer trying to get that arm. Because all the other quarterbacks, they played baseball growing up. You have that natural throwing ability. He has to kind of work on it because he played lacrosse. So.
Timeout.
And he's also the punter.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I came back.
He's getting better.
Yeah. There's always the one who's gonna play every position, and that's gonna be him.
When you guys have the street football games, you guys on the same team or opposite teams?
Oh, always opposite. Always opposite.
You cover each other?
Well, if he is always faster than me, but I'll tackle him eventually. I'll catch up to him.
What other sports did you guys play growing up? What was
a lot of 1v1 basketball, and he would say, "Oh, I got to start up by 10. It's to 11, and I get the ball first." A lot of elaborate rules, but we'd usually persevere somehow.
You know what sport I don't think we don't see enough anymore is wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball.
Did you play that much as a kid?
Yeah, I was pretty terrible at it, so tried not to play.
Little reverse, McGough, the quarterback, throwing to. Is that Rimza in there? 13, Max Palin. Yeah.
Touchdown, number 13, Max Palin.
He's really broke out this year, too.
He's getting better.
He's had quite the growth spurt. I used to be looking down on him, now I'm looking up at him.
So that puts Ashland up 35-6, pending the extra point. Yeah, McGough, he's a really good role player. He's come on strong on defense. Does the holding here.
John Gilly with the extra point blocked.
Two guys in there.
With 6:27 left in the third quarter. Ashland.
What happened there?
35.
It's hard to get two guys in there. You
Yeah.
think they maybe jumped the gun a little bit?
Maybe miscommunication on the blocking there. But still, we still got 35, so not the end of the world there.
Any of your buddies watching the game?
I know Josh Troutman is here. Yeah, where is he?
What
Oh,
about
there
from
he is.
home? Who's listening?
I don't know. I don't know if anyone's listening right now. Maybe, I think Kev might be listening. Kevin Russell.
Kevin Russell? Okay.
He just called me. Hey, Kev.
Is he playing?
No, he was, but
What
now
about Dom?
Yeah, Dom is playing.
Is he playing quarterback or is he just in a
No.
role position?
I think he's at running back right now.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Is his goal to be quarterback, if possible? Do you know? Is
Yeah,
that-
I'm sure he'd like to, but you know, Dom, he'll do whatever the team needs.
Oh, Ashland has a chance.
Oh.
A lot of standing
That was
around.
really slow how they all just went about.
Ball is recovered by
Blue Devils get it. 35-6. You think they could put a 50 score up here?
I think they could.
They had 45 against Westwood on senior night, and Mike Diaz intercepted the ball in the last play of the game on the 4-yard line, ran it all the way
All the
down,
way.
got tackled at the 3-yard
Oh,
line.
no.
I had predicted before the game that they might put 50 up tonight, that night.
Take the over.
That would have been, yeah. I think I would have had Ashland favored by 14 here. Maybe about a 50 over and under.
Yeah, it's hard with these playoff games when you're playing these teams that you have never seen before. You haven't played any of their opponents before. You don't really know what to expect.
Tackle by Keegan Weiss.
So, going back to that 2019 Super Bowl run, how about the old Rochester game? Could you have set up a more perfect scenario, having played them the year before
Yep.
in Old Rochester in that tropical rainstorm,
Terrible.
muddy field?
2nd and 3.
I mean, they pretty much dominated it.
Yeah.
You know, it was almost like, okay, we're good, we're just not there yet, which kind of gave you guys the motivation, that, and obviously with Jake and PJ. But
Right.
that game,
Yeah.
that last play.
Yeah, it was. That was Eddie on that one. That he was probably a finger's length away from the pylon, and Eddie just pushed him out. It was crazy. It was like a movie scene.
It was crazy, too, because they had been running the ball so effectively up the middle. The guy rolled out. It looked like he was going to be stopped 10 yards short, and all of a sudden he got the corner.
Yeah.
And like you said, he just, I've watched that play. It's incredible. Like you said, he came out of nowhere.
We just wanted to end it in dramatic fashion, you know. Didn't
Right.
want it to be too easy.
And even then, they got the onside kick, I think.
Yep.
They had to make it. Nothing was easy.
Yep. Really, we just wanted to really earn it, you know.
Connor Kramer, and he gets hit
Gillis.
from Gillis on the
Yeah.
other side.
By number 9, Matty Gillis.
Keep thinking that's Larry out there.
How many sacks did you have in your career?
Not many. I think probably about like 5 or 6, maybe. More of a run stopper type, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Loss of 9 on the play. It's going to bring
I think
up
Drew,
fourth
I think
down
probably
and
led
12.
in sacks for.
Was that Ionelli?
Ionelli, yeah.
Ionelli, yeah. And 51. Who was 51? The guy that played the
Colin? Dagg?
Colin Dagg,
Yeah.
yeah. He was good. Ooh, tough bounce.
Yeah.
So a net
Ball is
of
down
17. I should let you do the
37.
math. You need the practice, but it's a net of
First and
30.
10, Ashland.
We're at the
Number
40.
37.
Nope. 36. 37.
Yeah, they start on the 33 and yeah, to the 37, I think. Yeah, that was a good group of guys. That was fun. That was fun. The breakfast at Gillette Stadium.
Yeah.
Was it you that screwed up the coin toss?
Oh yeah, I did. They threw it up, and then it hit my shoe, and then it flipped. But you know, I think it worked out just fine.
Right.
Handoff to Gigliotti.
Gigliotti's been having a good year too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying in my pregame
Second and 5.
little promo. He'd be a starter on any other. He'd be the number 1 back on almost any other team in the league.
Yeah.
And he's a good receiver.
I saw him get a pick too. I think in
I
the
was gonna
Holliston
say
game.
he's good on defense. Just smart. And they'll run that jet sweep, and he'll run it 3 times in a row, like 100 miles an hour. I'm out of breath watching him. So he's lined up as a receiver down the bottom here. See if Herter tries to reward him for all his hard work. There he is in motion.
Handoff to Molesky up the middle. No gain.
That's I don't think I've seen Molesky get stopped for a loss more than once all year, and they've done it a couple times in this half.
3rd and 4.
Yeah, I mean, you have. I think is Patty D still on the sideline? I don't see him. I don't know.
Yeah, not sure.
Where is he? I don't think that's him in the center.
Oh, he's definitely not in. There's no way McKay would throw him back in
Yeah.
at this point. Herter to Molesky.
Handoff to
Wow.
Molesky.
First down. He's got the forward progress. First down.
Progress. Should be
Guy's
enough for
hanging
first
on.
down, and it is.
Dragging him with him.
Excellent first down.
Yeah, I think I saw.
First and
I
10
told
from the
PJ. I saw
48.
PJ's dad at TJ's
Oh, yeah.
last night. So he was gonna maybe come out watch a little bit. He likes to hang out by the fence.
It's a good view up there.
Yeah, it's a great field.
Yeah, we're really lucky. This is a very nice field.
Track came out nice. What do you think about the graphic
yeah.
design with the track that they redid?
I just noticed that.
Maybe add a couple like Clocker logos somewhere.
Get it all new.
Yeah, maybe you can design
Handoff
something.
to Molesky.
I'll have to give Marks my business card after this.
That's great. You got business cards. You don't even have
Nah,
a job yet.
I
No, I
don't
know.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Molesky reminds me so much of Brody. It's crazy.
2nd and 6 from 48.
Yeah, Molesky is just incredible. I think he's stronger than Brody. Brody was great. He was same type of runner. Molesky just seems to be able to.
He's definitely faster, too, I would say.
He's got more breakaway power. Was
Herter back
to
pass.
Keegan Weiss, blocked by Antonuk.
Keegan Weiss.
And yeah, he called this. He called him on the hold. It's coming back.
Oh, it's gonna come back.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown.
A holding.
Antonuk just grabbed the defender's shirt, and it did make a difference on the play.
Yeah. Hearing the booze.
Yeah. See, if they were watching at home, they wouldn't have got excited, because you ever do that when you're watching the NFL game and the announcers are going crazy and they don't tell you there's a flag down there? It's so frustrating.
You get all excited for nothing.
You in any football pools? Do you follow the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, I'm following the Pats. I'm hoping, I don't think it's our season, but I'm just hoping Mac Jones plays well every game, get that experience under his belt.
2nd and 4.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, too, he stopped just throwing the checkdowns all the time.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, he had, was it against Tampa Bay? He had like 30 completions for like
12 yards.
5 yards each. 12 is the long. We just got under a minute to go here in the third quarter. I'm Rob Silver with special guest Ryan Dwinells. Bob Thacker graciously waits downstairs in the warm press box. And they dump it off to Weiss. Oh, Gillis, excuse me.
Yep.
Plenty of blockers.
No flags this time.
So why throw a 45-yard touchdown pass when you can throw a 52-yard touchdown pass?
Same exact play, too. If it ain't broke.
So 41-6. Clock is just rolling. And that 85-mile trek back to Northampton is going to seem like
Quite the bus ride back.
285 miles.
Silent bus ride.
Good job. This time it's good, 42, so they're technically within reach of a 50-point.
Still got a whole
You gotta hang out. See if your brother gets into as a quarterback.
Yeah, I hope so. You should get in this quarter.
Yeah, a couple of the early games they got McGoffin and then your brother. Your brother, I think, has gotten more of the reps lately. Just getting them ready for next year.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Next year it'll be his year. Excited for him. I probably could have played quarterback too if I tried, but.
Right, but you know.
I wanted to let Dom do something.
Yeah, exactly. Dom wouldn't have been good blocking for you.
Yeah, no.
He would have let everybody through.
Yeah, he's not as nice of a guy as me, you know.
Right, you're more like the blind side, Michael
Right.
Orr.
Right.
Good job.
Fielding
that.
51, Tyler Verdi.
A lot of interesting kicks out of gigs tonight.
Yeah, they're
Switching it up.
definitely trying to find something in case they need it at some point.
Yeah, keep them on their toes.
Who was the kicker on you had Agostinelli? Was that it?
Yeah, Dre.
Yeah, it wasn't him, obviously. It's Coach McKay, but that was one of my pet peeves. They always had him doing the stupid sideline kicks.
Yeah.
I'd rather see him drill a line drive and.
That was like Ivanov, I remember. Mike Ivanov, my sophomore year at Thanksgiving. He drilled the Hopkinton kid.
Oh, the defender slipped. That was Caveney. Well, actually, no, I think it was. Is that 17, Nick Tang, I think.
Turf monster.
He slipped.
There we go.
Announce it.
Tackle by number 16, Patrick Duanels. How was that? Was all right?
No, that was great. It's the first time in 6 years your name's been pronounced correctly. I think I said, how did you pronounce it? That's the end of the third quarter.
Duanels. Duanels is fine. You know,
No,
heard it all.
okay, I've been saying Duanels. I
At
thought.
the end of 3, Ashland,
Yeah,
42, Northampton, 6.
So you think any chance you might switch your major, going to broadcast?
I mean, you know, I just feel like I have a natural talent for it up here. I might have to.
Well, I kind of feel like you have a natural talent for anything that you decide to do.
I appreciate that.
Well, how much weight did you lose, by the way, over the last couple of years?
I lost.
What was your playing weight?
When I was playing, I was, I believe, 310 pounds, and now I'm 250 pounds, so about 60 pounds.
Excellent.
Don't
Nice.
need all that weight walking around when I'm not playing.
No, that's tremendous. You look good.
Thank you.
It was you, Sean Harding,
Mhm.
both over 3, I think.
Yeah. I think probably
Who else did you have? You had that was a big line.
yeah. Drew was not as heavy, but he was just very
Just
large.
big, kind of like Dylan.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Dylan's not even as big as him. Dylan's incredible.
Yeah.
An update
Yeah,
on the
Dylan
boys'
is
soccer
such a
game.
freak
They
athlete.
won
It's crazy.
4-1.
Ashland Soccer with a 4-1 victory in their opening round playoff.
Yeah. Good
A
night.
lot of high snaps that this guy's been having to go up and get.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if maybe the quarterback was just a little bit short or if the center was just sending it over his head.
Mm-hmm.
We have a running clock.
Oh, that's good. Running clock, fourth quarter with a 36-point lead.
Thank you, Rachel, for your DM. I just checked my phone. I appreciate the love.
Tackle by number 16,
Yeah,
Patrick Dwinell.
definitely got to give. Oh,
Another Dwinell's tackle right there.
here we go. Joe Magnani watching, Mark Rudisil. I'm just tuning into the feed. 24 viewers, Jake's lucky number. Rolling out to the right, this Lejewski. Oh, dumps it off to Connor. I think it was Connor something.
Number 21, Connor Tobin.
Connor Tobin.
Look for a first down. Northampton.
So it was pretty impressive up until that Norwood game.
10 at the
Ashland had outscored their opponents in the first half, 117.
What? Oh, do you want it?
Hold on.
tackle by number 11, Jake Keaveney. Gain of 4, second and 6. I want to hear what you guys
Got to rotate the shifts.
Clark is trying to play out the string here. Great to have Ryan Donnells with us here tonight. A real player.
Glad to be here.
You know, I always talk about my days
Oh, yeah?
on the gridiron.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people know that I never actually played at any level.
Fake handoff.
You know, whatever you did. Is
My son
enough.
was on the Super Bowl team,
Oh, yeah.
the 95 team, yeah.
Yeah, it was super cool to see those guys at Gillette with all their jackets.
Yeah,
and
I got the
everything.
jackets in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
closet. Yeah. Their game was played at Newton North High School.
The Super Bowl?
Yes,
Wow.
at the old Newton North High, ancient cement stands, freezing
Harvard
cold.
Stadium.
Yes, it was just like that, freezing cold. We played a school that doesn't even exist anymore. Trinity Catholic was the name of our opponent, and they had a player named Jules Caesar, and he was the top scorer in the whole state. He was unstoppable, but of course, their level of competition wasn't up to ours, so it turned out it was a fairly easy game for us. We won 30-12.
Yeah, I remember going into our Super Bowl game, there was emphasis on that, how the 95 team, they were playing a Catholic school,
Yes.
and then we ended up playing Bishop Fenwick, which was a Catholic school.
I didn't like the way Ashland, moved up a division.
Yeah.
And I say that because Fenwick is in a lower division now.
Right.
And we were fairly close last year,
Yeah.
last time we played in the Super Bowl. So I didn't like next week, the Clockers are, I guess it's pretty much scheduled to play Scituate.
Yeah.
Those schools are at a different level from us, We don't do well against Scituate and Duxbury and those schools,
I thought the divisions were based on like the size of the school.
Enrollment, yes.
Yeah, so Scituate is definitely a much larger school than Ashland.
Yeah, and there's also for football is different than other. Well, there's schools that have the same number of kids as Ashland has, but a private school sometimes is all boys. So 700 boys is a lot different than 350 girls and 350 boys,
Very true.
So it's the number of boys for football is what matters.
Yeah, the pool you're choosing from.
Yes. And of course, the other problem is the Catholic schools, have a sort of recruiting advantages.
Right.
Not supposed to recruit, I don't think, but, it's a way. It's a way to put together a team if you're a small school.
Right. Yeah, especially if you're a private school, you're trying to get whoever's in the area.
Yes.
Doesn't matter where they're from.
Get the best from each of the surrounding towns.
Right.
And it's a little hotter in football because more players, but basketball, hockey, you get 3 kids.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
You're halfway there. Now, how's things out at Pace?
Oh, really good. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a change going from Ashland to New York City, but
Where is the school?
Manhattan.
It's in Manhattan?
Yep.
Yeah. No fields.
No fields.
No fields, yeah.
Can't get any more practicing in. Guess my days are over.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. And you're a second-year student?
Yep.
First year, second year.
Yeah, first semester of my sophomore year right now.
That's great. Well, you'll always have those Super Bowl memories from 2019. That season was unlike anything we've ever seen at Ashland. You had to go through so many playoff games. When my son played, whoever the league champ was in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was it? Wow.
It. You won the Tri-Valley League, a 10-team league, a 9-team league. You won it. You finished first.
Wow.
You went to the Super Bowl. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, the playoffs were...
No playoffs, no. We had a tough season that year. The boys lost to... I guess we lost to Medfield by 1 point for our only loss. And it came down to Thanksgiving. If Hopkinton won, they were the champs.
That
yes. You played the whole schedule, then the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it came down to Thanksgiving. If Hopkinton won, they were going. And if Ashland won, they were going. They were tied with 1 loss each.
Yeah. Evens it up.
And we won that game 7-6. Freezing cold game in Hopkinton.
I think there's something in the weather on Thanksgiving. It just always ends up being like 2 degrees.
Cold.
Yeah.
Like 2 days before Thanksgiving, all of a sudden it's 0.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was my junior year. We were up here. We had to have heaters, like big heaters, on the sidelines because it was so cold, and we couldn't even sit on the bench because the metal was too cold to sit on, and we had to all huddle by the heater when we weren't in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, it was freezing, and it was windy on the plateau.
That Thanksgiving Day game was played on essentially dirt at Hopkinton.
Oh yeah.
At Hopkinton, it was like a rock.
Yep. And it's like a hill, also.
It wasn't played at the stadium they have now in Hopkinton. It was played on that other field next to it. You know where the field is? The one closest to the school. That was the football field. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's where that game was played.
I wonder if Hopkinton will ever get a turf field.
Yeah, they have a nice field. It has an unusually big crown.
Yeah, big hill.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like this.
Gives them an advantage, I guess.
Their old field was named after a longtime coach, Chick Welch, they called him. And they called that field Chick Welch Field. And their new field is named after their other coach, David. Can't think of his last name right now. And their new field is nice, but it's really crowned in the middle. It's like you said, like a hill. And I'm not crazy about the stands especially on the home side where they drop straight down.
Yeah, it is very interesting how it's set up. And because too the Fruit Street fields in Hopkinton, they're very, very nice fields over there. I don't know why they can't get the.
They have fields after fields after fields in Hopkinton,
Except and then the high school fields.
Yes, they just keep going. They go. You walk from one field to another. It's like half a mile between fields. So we've got an injured player, and we've got a delay here in the 4th period of a game that Clockers have in hand, 42-6. We're talking with Ryan Dwinells. Your brother's playing. How's he been doing tonight? You been watching?
Yeah, he's been doing good. He's been out there on defense so far. I've heard them call his name a few times for a few tackles, so that's good. I hope he can get in at quarterback a little bit with the score differential.
It was a Northampton player taken off by the trainer's golf cart. Yeah. And I don't see the ambulance, which makes me feel pretty good. So hopefully it's not too serious, but they really take their time. They're really extra careful and we hope he's okay. When play resumes, the ball is on the 5-yard line.
Yep.
Was it 2nd and goal?
Yep.
For the Blue Devils, who've had the devil of a time tonight with the Clockers. I mean, they just couldn't stop us, you know.
They're very. I'm looking at their sideline right now too. They're very small.
Yeah, and
team.
they're thin. They only have about 40 boys.
Yeah, they look smaller in size and in the amount of people they have on the team.
They're missing one of their best tonight too.
Oh yeah.
One of their captains is out for the season. And that doesn't help when you're a small squad to begin with. But they had a good year. They were 6-2, and they're on the board again. A 5-yard quarterback keeper, I guess. And it's going to bring the score to 42-12. 9 minutes still left to go here. We've had some injury delays, and it's stretched the time of this game. This game is now 2 hours old, but you can't be too careful. They're going to go for 2.
I think they've gone for 2 both times.
Yeah, ever since that aborted field goal attempt. The coach said we're never kicking again.
They did not want to try another time.
Is he going to run it in? He should, and he does. Give him 2. Score goes to 42-14. A lot of time still left.
With 8:35 left.
The 28-point rule, I just found this out tonight. The 28-point rule, when you're ahead by 28 running time, you'll notice the clock is running.
I didn't even know that.
While they line up to kick off, the clock is running.
They want to speed this game up.
Yeah, it's a rule.
I didn't even know that.
It used to be the coaches had to agree.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now it's a rule. So it doesn't require any agreement.
I bet most of the time, too, the coaches would probably say no.
Well,
even for if the team's down.
Yeah, there's 2 schools of thought.
Yeah.
You want to run plays. You're never going to get better unless you run plays.
Right.
And you want the bench players to have a chance. You know, so.
You also don't want to be.
But you don't want to lose the game. Yeah. So I don't know if Northampton gets some points here and goes within the 28, we go back to regular timekeeping, onside kick, covered and down.
Smart
Clockers
play.
are going to start at the 40.
Down by number 8.
We'll see if your brother gets a chance to quarterback the Clockers. He's taken a few snaps this year.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen him. Had some good runs, some good throws.
Let's see, I'll get my roster.
Oh yeah, he is in there.
Is he in?
Yeah, I see him talking.
What number is he?
Number 16.
Did you see him running in motion in the first half?
Yeah.
Wasn't that something? He was just racing.
Head down.
Yeah, he didn't get the ball, but
that's the effort.
if he had nicked Herder, you know,
would have went right down.
You would have went flying. He's got the play from the coach. Now he gives it to the team. Patrick Dwinells is just a junior.
16, Patrick Dwinells.
So he's 4 years younger than you? 3 years?
Yeah, 4.
4.
I just turned 20.
You're 20, he's 16.
Or no, I lied. He's 17.
Is he?
I'm a bad brother.
He's going to keep it.
Quarterback keeper.
He's got 10. He's got 15. He's got 20.
He's not that fast.
Wow. One more player to break through, and he could have tried for a touchdown, but he was backwards by that point.
Yep. He had 3 defenders on him by then.
Clock continues to run. We're under 6 minutes now. Ashland 42. Northampton 14. Bob Thacker and Ryan Dwinells finishing this one up from Cunas Field on what's become a very chilly November 5th, 2021. And it looks like the Clockers go on the road to Scituate, I guess, next week. As this was what I guess you would call a Sweet 16 game, and now we go to the Elite 8 next week.
Yeah, Situate's the 1 seed too, I believe.
8 teams eliminated tonight across the division.
Hand off to Liam Fleming.
Fleming gets a carry and gets 3 yards. Liam Fleming, number 33, a junior.
2nd and 8.
Luis Miranda, the senior, is in the game. He's number 6. You don't want to pass, but you might give him a chance to pass. If he gets into a 3rd and long, he might be given an opportunity. Probably 4-down territory here inside the Blue Devil 40. This is a 2nd down play. The man in motion. Did he get it? He did.
Yep. Hand off to 11.
Hand off to Jake Keaveney.
Keaveney gets a carry. The man in motion picks up
carry.
a couple of 3. And now it's a 3rd and looks like 7.
3rd and 6.
It could be 6.
Yeah, 3rd and 6.
Keaveney's out. Jake also a junior. So the Clockers will have an experienced team coming back next year. A lot of juniors getting action tonight. With Herder being a senior, it looks like Dwinells would be taking over at quarterback next season. But you never know if someone's going to emerge or the coach wants to move you to another position.
I think he's got the job.
Well, he's got the experience now too, Ryan, you know? That means
Quarterback keeper.
more than anything.
Dwinells
Yeah.
at the middle. Dwinells is still going.
Still going. Still going. Still going.
He's in! No! Yes! No!
Dwinells is
Just short.
dropped.
Just
Just
short.
short. Wow!
1 yard line. 1st and 10. 1st and goal. Ashland.
35? 34 yards on that run.
Little personnel change here. Wait, did
Wow. Wholesale changes.
are these the? Yeah, I think they just put the starters back in. See Molesky out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Luke is back in at quarterback. I don't completely understand that. Do you? What do you think?
I don't know.
Somebody needs to get a touchdown? Is that?
Maybe they just want to hammer it in, I guess.
Yeah, no, there's someone deserving of a touchdown here.
Patrick is not happy. I'm looking at him right now.
Just
gee,
short.
definitely.
Oh, they're taking knees.
I do
Taking
not know
knees
what
with
they're doing.
2:16 to go.
Oh. Did not realize
They
how
don't
short.
want to score. Sometimes happens.
Maybe we'll get the fake knee right here, the fake spike.
I think they're going to have to run a play, but I guess they really don't. 42-14. 3 more knees. And if you turn it over on 4th down, who cares? I think the Clockers are through scoring for the evening. There's another knee. Clock running. We go down under a minute and a half. The next snap will be under a minute.
With 1:26 left in the game, please
Chance.
pick up your trash
A
before
chance.
leaving so that volunteers don't have to do it.
A chance
Please
this
pick
could
up
be
your
the Clockers'
trash.
last home game. That might have something to do with putting the starters back in as well.
Maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. We got Thanksgiving at home this year, don't we?
Is it on?
Yeah, yeah, we do.
Rob's not gonna get the over on the 50 tonight.
Yeah, he wants us to hit 50, I know. Coach McKay is not the type. You
No,
know?
not to run it up like that.
You know, he's avoiding 48. There's a 5-yard penalty. You know it's a timeout. .8 seconds
Yeah, victory.
in the victory formation. Yeah.
The clock machine is
So they go on to 30, and that should do it. And they shake hands, and this one's over. Clockers with authority tonight. The final score is going to be Ashland 42 and Northampton 14. The Clockers advance to the Elite Eight. They win their first playoff game. They remain undefeated, 9-0 now. Undefeated, of course, at home, undefeated in the Tri-Valley League. They're going to be playing Hopkinton on Thanksgiving, but they got another game next week, and we feel it's going to be at Situate, the #1 seed in the division. And that'll be very exciting for Ashland. It promises to be their toughest test of the season. They've met all tests so far.
Be a good test for them.
Yes, it's going to be a great game. Situate, of course, on the other side of the world. And, start making your plans now if you want to attend that game.
Arrange your travel.
Yes.
Travel arrangements.
A little warmer near the ocean at night, right?
Is that so? I don't know.
Colder inland, warmer on the coast at night. We look forward to that.
Anywhere's
The
warmer.
star of the game was Molesky and Herder carrying the Clockers, but they got some big contributions from Keegan Weiss, Matt Gillis, Ethan Antoniuk, Jake Troutman, John Gillia as always, and Jake Keaveney had his moments. Max Palin caught a pass for a touchdown, I think. And Patrick Twaddell showed that he's ready next season to take over at the quarterback position for Ashland. And who else? You forget the linemen,
They always do.
Patrick Deslorius,
Dylan Drozek.
Dylan Drozek, tremendous tonight.
Michael D'Souza in there, I believe.
He had a great game.
Great kid.
And who's our center? Is that Dolores?
Yep.
Yeah, he played a great game. All season long, he has been fantastic. With all those snaps, Leon Fleming got in. He did well.
Yep.
And we saw...
Keegan Weiss had a great game tonight,
didn't
too.
he?
Yeah, he did. Both sides of the ball.
Jack McGough, he was good tonight. Jake Rimza.
A lot of versatility,
A lot of touchdowns, and the Clockers just steamrolled Northampton. They didn't even know what hit them. They jumped out 22-0 lead, and Northampton just couldn't do it. It was just too much for them. It took them so much to score a touchdown and then have to see Ashland come right down the field and erase it on the next possession.
Long bus ride for them.
Ryan, good luck in school. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks
Thank
for
you
being
so
with
much.
us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to our crew, Mackie Kotab, Nick the Stick Cunningham. Tonight's game produced and directed by Connor Donovan. For Rob Silva, this is Bob Thacker. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Today's sports coverage on WACA-TV is sponsored in part by Techniplex Flexibles, a globally integrated company focused on developing and manufacturing innovative packaging materials. The Ashland facility produces packaging for medical devices and essential products to help in the battle to treat and eliminate COVID-19.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.